This video will teach you how to use Python to create scenes in Davinci Resolve Fusion. We will generate a picture that you can see on the screen. The technique that I will teach you in this video is going to be super useful when you start working on more complex scenes. I assume that you have basic knowledge of Python. The most difficult part of Davinci Fusion scripting is the lack of proper documentation, and ChatGPT is not going to help you. So this is a really valuable skill because it cannot be easily replicated by AI. Here's the script. First, we need to get access to the current composition. We call the method getCurrentComp that is defined on the FU object, which is the shortcut for Fusion. This object is automatically available in any Fusion script. We don't need to import it. The function returns a reference to the current composition that we put into the comp variable. Then we define the poseX and poseY variable to keep track the cursor position in the node editor. These two variables are not strictly necessary, but they will make manual editing of the generated node graph much easier. We start at point 00, and we will move the cursor accordingly when adding new nodes. We create 3 arrays for storing text position, for storing labels, and for storing text anchors. The origin of the coordinate space is in the bottom left corner of a frame. The coordinates are normalized to the range 0 to 1, so the bottom left corner is 0, 0, and the top right corner is 1, 1. Anchors are represented with numbers -1, 0, and 1. Top, center, and bottom in the vertical direction. Left, center, and right in the horizontal direction. Then we create a background node. Nodes are created with the add tool function defined on the comp object. The Fusion API uses the term tool to refer to what we usually call nodes in the Fusion UI. The add tool function takes 3 arguments: the name of the node and its position in the node's editor. As I already mentioned, specifying the position is optional, but if you have worked with large node layouts, you should know the value of a clean node graph. I always specify the position of the nodes in my scripts. We set the green and blue channels of the background node to 1, which produces the cyan color. We need to create 9 text nodes. We will do it in a loop. A loop is a super useful thing that can save you a lot of time. This particular loop will repeat 9 times. The body of a loop contains instructions for creating a text node and a merge node. The text content of a text node is stored in the styled text property. The anchors are stored in the vertical top center bottom and horizontal left center right properties. The merge node has 2 inputs, background and foreground. The text that we generate on each iteration of the loop is used as the foreground. The previously generated nodes are the background. At the end of each loop iteration, we update the BG variable. This allows us to create a chain of nodes. The last step of our script is to create a media out node. It takes the background node as input. The easiest way to do simple automation is to write a script in a text editor and then execute it via a console inside Davinci Resolve. To open the console, I click the workspace and then select Console. We are going to run a Python script, so we need to select the Py3 mode. This will invoke the Python interpreter. I assume that you have it installed on your computer. I copy my script and insert it into the console. I press Enter, and a little miracle happens. I select the Media Out node and press 2 so that the output of the scene gets rendered on the viewer. That is it. A very simple sequence of instructions. The next time you do a repetitive task, take this script and use it as a starting point for your automation. I highly recommend that you also watch a video in which I create the same scene manually. The link will be in the description. Compare the 2 workflows. It's important to have a clear understanding of the correlation between manually performed steps and the instructions in a Python script. It's okay to ask questions in the comments if you don't understand something.